This podcast absolutely, unequivocally, positively, 100% contains adult material. Mature audiences only, please.
Hey, welcome back to Me and Mrs. Always Right. I'm your host, me.
And I'm Mrs. Always Right.
And today we're coming to you from that little trailer park in Kennefick, Texas. Babe, who gives a fuck about Kennefick?
Well, somebody can
Yeah, say it. Go
give
ahead.
a shit somewhere. I don't know. Nothing to say here, really. I mean, it is tiny little, if you blink, you're going to miss it because there's only just slightly over 600 people here, and it's in Liberty County.
Woo, yay.
There you go. Done.
All right, done.
Woo!
All right, you haven't heard from us in about 3 weeks, and there's several reasons why. Mostly her fault, but
Always. Everything is my fault, no matter what it is.
we had Thanksgiving, which we didn't really have Thanksgiving.
No. I mean, we did. We ate. I mean, most people eat on Thanksgiving.
But we
ate.
went to a Friendsgiving.
Yes.
That was our biggest Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And if you have any automotive needs, you need to rent a space or whatever, go off to the Shop DIY Garage, contact my friend Dane Morgan. They'll hook you up. Now, when I say they'll hook you up, I mean, they're going to charge you to put your shit up in the air and deliver the tools.
But you're out of the weather.
You're
you
out of the
have
weather.
all the tools available
Yeah.
and a lift if you need it. Yeah, it's a great.
really is a great shop. So
Yes.
remember the Shop DIY Garage. And so we had the Friendsgiving there. A lot of
Mhm.
people got together. We didn't have any family over at all. Oh, you know what? I take
Well,
that back.
I
My
mean-
parents came.
Yeah, your parents came. It was a few days before Thanksgiving, but we hung out with them for a little bit. It was the same day that we did the whole Friendsgiving too. So
Yeah.
we did it all in
One day.
So we
And
ate a lot, and then we
miraculously-
ate a lot. So
Miraculously, it didn't devolve into the political shit show that I thought it was going to
that is very
with
true.
my parents, not with my Friendsgiving.
Right.
And we had 99% normal conversation. Every comment that was made, that was, where she tried to start a political argument, I just shut that shit down. Right?
Because that's what you do.
Not really.
Normally
no.
you're needing and just,
But for
throwing fuel on the fire constantly.
why for that? She's never going to change. I'm never going to change.
Exactly.
Why? We just ate. Made my 70-year-old mother get in my fucking full-size truck, which apparently that was a mistake. I didn't know both of her knees had failed her. And
Yeah, she got some knee issues going on, and your truck is a 4-wheel drive, so it sets up kind of high. And yeah, she had some issues, but she made it. She made
then,
it in and out and in and out. And
after that, the next weekend, well, it was the day after Thanksgiving. That weekend we went camping.
we did. So we
Had a
weren't
good
around.
time. Except it was cold, and we have an all aluminum RV, and aluminum gets really cold when it's cold. And every time I had to get up to pee, I almost got frostbite on my feet.
Yeah. The good thing is where we went, it's kind of sandy. So we have
Sandy.
sandy. So we have an outside rug that we were gifted from a couple of Patreons, and thank you very much. Loved it. Love it still. But we actually put it inside. We used it inside to cover some of the aluminum, which absolutely did help on the floor issue. So,
And we made upgrades to the mattresses, right? We had these really thin mattresses. So,
but they were still comfortable.
yeah, but we couldn't store them while moving. Well, while
Yeah.
moving the RV, right?
Yeah.
So we opted for air mattresses. Now, here's the fucked up thing about an air mattress in cold weather. They get fucking cold.
Yes. And you can't heat up all that air because these motherfuckers are 18 inches deep.
And
They're deep.
I did not come prepared. I was fucking cold.
I brought you a fuzzy blanket and a comforter, and of course we took sheets for the air mattresses and put those on. You didn't want your fuzzy blanket to lay on
Well, I didn't know
till the next day.
that the
And
Polar Express was coming under the mattress.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
fucking cold.
So, but you laid on the fuzzy blanket the next night and it
Yes,
helped.
and it still was cold.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying it
so
wasn't
for the
cold.
next trip in cold weather, bring the sleeping bags.
Well, I actually got you a electric blanket.
Can I still not have my sleeping bag?
Yes, no, I can take your sleeping bag too. I'm just saying, I took a small electric blanket that I covered up with. The next night I laid on top of.
Got smart, didn't you?
Yeah, because it was fucking cold and you couldn't heat it up. So anyway, but I bought you an electric blanket, which is bigger than the small little throw electric blanket that I have. It's big enough to cover that whole entire mattress. So, but I
see,
will
here's
take your
the
sleeping
issue:
bag
is when
too.
we were on shore power at that point.
Yes,
But when we go on generator power, you're going to have to pick and choose what you run.
right,
Okay,
right.
well, I don't think we can run
Sleeping
both.
bag.
Right, I don't think we can run both. I'll give you the electric blanket. I'm going to take the sleeping bag, and then after camping, of course, I had to come back. I had to go to Vegas. Felt my
Las Vegas.
first earthquake ever.
Okay, so you felt the earthquake.
I felt the earth move
Okay, so
from
did it feel
22 stories up.
did it just feel like
No,
just a
because-
slight wobble, or
No,
was it?
no. Here's the deal. So we're sitting in there. We're in our meetings, right? And
Uh-huh.
I'm doing meeting things because I'm a professional. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, okay.
The bubblegum wrapper business is just booming right now.
Yeah, I mean, I like bubble gum.
Hey, who don't? So we're sitting up in there and we're having this meeting. And all of a sudden, am I getting sick? I felt like I was getting sick,
Like almost like a seasickness.
almost like nausea. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
And then I look up and it look towards the window and the
Mhm.
curtains are moving and I look at the chandelier and it's shaking. And then the bubblegum wrapper workers from California were like, oh yeah, earthquake. So, and it was like 100 miles away and it still shook that building like
Wow.
that. That was crazy.
You know, it's funny. They say we've had them, near us, around us
Yeah,
before,
but
whatever.
I've never felt it.
I've never felt it either. And I'm like, well, this is nearer than 100 miles away, but I've never felt it. So, I would be curious to see personally what it felt like myself.
awkward.
But,
It's awkward. Yeah.
Well, that's really interesting.
It is
and
really interesting.
Really cool.
And this leads me to my topic in Vegas, right?
Okay. Well,
'Cause-
can I
Sure.
say something
No,
first though?
absolutely not.
I know. Usually that's the way it goes. So you do, you do the show. You're
Well, I always do.
almighty,
I always
you know, the one in charge.
Oh, yeah?
Almighty here.
Well, what you got to say?
Okay, so sitting outside. Now where we're at is a residential neighborhood.
Okay.
Right? We got houses all over the place,
Everywhere.
There's our street, for whatever reason, our little side street is busier than a street out front. So it's busy. But, on the weekends, it's not always so busy. And I go out with the dogs because for whatever reason, they don't think they can go out by themselves. So I go out frequently with the dogs. I don't always take my phone. I did not have my phone this morning. And lo and behold, so I really have no specific what time it was. I just know it was between 10 o'clock in the morning and probably 10:15.
Okay.
That's all I know. I'm sitting there, one dog is laying on the porch in front of me. And I think the other dog had just walked in the doggy door. And I'm just, sitting there, just looking around, What did I see? A full-grown coyote
What?
trotting down the street, not running, not walking, but kind of trotting down the street. I was in full fucking shock.
Well, even though we're in a residential area, it's not like a cram-packed residential area. And there are spaces here that have, like behind
Acreage.
yeah.
Yes.
And there, that doesn't surprise me at all.
And it's funny because at the end of the
Do
street,
you have a little
I had,
roadrunner chasing him?
No, he
Okay.
didn't. But he was the size of our big dog. He was not a pup, not a fox.
Yeah.
It was a full-grown coyote. But I did notice earlier in the morning that the neighbor that you're talking about that has the acreage that's
Yes.
right at the end of our street.
Yes.
He was actually out mowing on a riding lawnmower this morning before that happened.
Huh.
And I'm like, I wonder if he's seen him or did he just take a break but I can
Well,
tell you,
it was pretty cool for you to see a coyote in our
I
neighborhood.
was so excited. I jumped up, but I waited till he passed by because the dogs like never even. I don't know what she was looking at, but as soon as like I started moving, once he got past the trailer in the driveway, I was coming in to tell you, but the dog jumped up. I guess she sensed or seen the very end of him or whatever, but she never barked at him. Her, whatever, I don't know. And I fucking hightailed it into
you
the
did.
house. And I was like, oh my God, honey, you're never going to believe what I just seen. Anyway, that to me was very exciting. I've seen them before, never in our neighborhood.
You don't think of them as being in a neighborhood in the city like we are, right?
Right. I've never seen them in this setting before. So it was very exhilarating for me, needless to say.
Needless to say.
Yes. Anyway,
Yes.
okay. There you go. Had to get that off my chest. I was very excited
Saw a
about
coyote.
it. Saw a coyote. Big ass coyote.
Road Coyote Media.
Yeah, man. It was so. I wished I would have had my phone, but
No, it's okay.
by the time I was over my stunnedness, I'm not sure I would have comprehended to get my phone out and record or take a picture or whatever. Because, it didn't last very long. You just gone. I was like, wow.
Typically, they have rockets strapped to their back, so they're pretty quick.
Yeah. I was expecting that, but
Yeah.
I didn't see it. And the Roadrunner could have been after him, or, he could have went before him. I just, I didn't see it either way because, A, I wasn't paying attention if he went before or if he came after. I definitely didn't see it because I was in telling you. So,
Gotcha.
but it was cool.
All right. Can we get to the point?
Yes. Yeah. Because, just talking is not the point.
Well, having something to talk about is
Goat head.
okay. So I was in Vegas, right? Earlier this week, I was in Vegas, flew in, 2 days worth of conferences, flew out, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was 2 and done. And outside of the earthquake, nothing really fun happened until we were done on our way back to the airport. First off, rode to the airport with a Russian mafia guy, okay?
No, you didn't.
Well, I don't know. And I feel like I'm being really judgmental. But
no, you judging people?
Yeah.
I can't
but
imagine.
there were, all of us were going to the airport, so
Okay.
we quote unquote rented a limo.
Did he speak Russian?
No, but he had that Russian accent.
Oh my
I can't
God!
even do it,
I
right?
probably could.
But it's like you go to the airport, da. But anyway, so we're
Well,
going
that-
to, and this motherfucker.
To me, that's cool.
It
Right
was
there.
cool.
Right there.
It was.
cool.
But we were like right down the street from the airport. That motherfucker in Vegas driving like 95 miles an hour. And I'm like, we gonna die, right? We all gonna die. Okay. But you can tell that this dude drives in fucking Vegas all the fucking time, right?
Uh-huh. The limo
And I'm
driver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm
Okay.
in like the back seat. It's a Suburban. It's not a limo, but
Oh, okay.
it's a blacked out Suburban.
Okay.
And so I'm in the very, yeah. So I'm in the,
okay.
I'm in the very back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting with one of the salesmen for the bubblegum wrapper company, right?
Okay.
And so this guy's asking us where all of our planes go out of. And I told him, I said, he don't give a shit about that. What he wants to know is where you're going to land so he can get his fucking Ukrainian mafia members to pick you up and rob your motherfucking ass, right? So we were in the back cutting up. And I'm like, yeah, never, ever have I been anywhere this close to like the Russian mafia, right? I think I pissed that dude off.
Oh
But
God.
but he doesn't understand how cool it was for me. It wasn't a fucking slight on him at all, right? And I'm like, hell yeah, we're gonna fucking die up in here, you know?
Wow.
And get to the
Should have
airport.
asked him for his autograph. Now, was he part of the bubblegum?
No, not at all.
No, he would just happen to be there going to the airport just
And
like
then-
y'all were?
Yeah, no. He's a limo driver.
Oh, the limo driver was Russian.
Yes.
Oh,
What
the
part
way
of this conversation am I not telling you? I mean, did everybody else get it? Just let me know. I mean, am I the dumb one? She the dumb one. Well, we all know
I
she's the
thought
dumb
it
one.
was somebody else.
No, but that would have been
was-
even fucking better. Okay.
That's what I thought.
But no, it was cool that we were like taken to the
Okay.
airport by this like Russian mafia guy, right?
Okay, but that's not what you said. I guess that's why I misunderstood.
Is that not what I said?
I don't think it is.
Back
but anyway,
to the story.
Yes, back
So we
to
get
the
to the
story.
airport, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
And none of us knew how much the limo ride was, right? So one of the big bosses of the bubblegum wrapper company,
Mm-hmm.
he's over there paying him. And he comes back and he goes, yeah, I only left him a $6 tip. I'm like, we're all gonna fucking die.
Oh my
God. He's got all of our addresses and shit, and we're all gonna fucking die,
he
right?
knows. Because
He knows.
First of all, I mean, it doesn't matter if he's Russian or not. You leave a $6 tip. He's been over here long enough. He's got his license because he's apparently a limo driver over here.
In his defense, man, the guy was just sitting there doing fucking nothing to begin with. Right? He made money off the $85, right?
Still, I don't know. I'd have been. I would have felt slighted.
It was a 7-minute trip to the fucking airport for $85.
So see, he didn't even get $1 a minute.
He made his fucking money. Okay,
he didn't
Look,
even.
I'm not here being judgmental, but he made his fucking money.
I mean, I get it,
and
but
we had a cool story.
Yeah.
And I went up trying to tell him, I'm like, dude, all that shit in the back was just jokes, right? I just joking, having a good time. I don't think he was buying it. I think that motherfucker got truly pissed off.
You know what? His friend is going to come get you. And I know his friend.
Who? Igor?
Vladimir.
Oh, that's Ukrainian, not Russian.
Whatever. It's all the same. It's all the same.
But so we get to the airport.
That's cool.
And there's, so we all split up. 3 of us. No, still alive.
Okay.
3 of us are together. The other ones go split up. They had earlier flights. So my flight was like 6 hours away. My only plan from that point to where I boarded my plane was to drink a whole lot.
I bet you accomplished that in plenty.
Astoundingly accomplished it, okay?
I bet you did.
So my first part is I'm hungry, okay? So we go up to Chili's and we're sitting there and I ordered a burger. It was like a Swiss mushroom burger. Not that anybody cares, but it was actually pretty good for the airport.
Okay.
So I was drinking a margarita, right?
Ugh. Okay.
And I get to looking at the menu. These are like $22 fucking margaritas. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Tell me about it.
How many did you have?
1.
Okay.
1.
Wow.
And then I had a Bloody Mary after that for $22. But that's neither here nor there, okay?
Was it like a regular sized glass like we normally drink out of or whatever?
Yes, $22.
Oh, hell no. You could have bought the whole bottle and the mix for $22. But not at the airport.
And that's where they get you.
That's true.
That's where they get you.
Not at the airport. Yes. You are correct.
And so the guy I had sitting to my left, right? Absolute stranger. I love strangers.
Did you go to Chili's by yourself? Or
no, I had the other 2 guys from the Bubblegum. For the Bubblegum Wrapper Company.
Y'all were sitting at the bar or?
Well, it was a bar area.
Okay.
In the airport.
A bar area.
Okay?
And so the other 2 Bubblegum people were there as well.
Yes.
Okay. Their flight left when your flight did?
Well, the other guy I was with was on the same plane.
Oh, okay.
The other guy left 2 hours after that, okay?
Oh, okay.
Because he was going to a whole nother area.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, so I'm sitting next to this stranger next to me on the left, and we just strike up a conversation.
Wait. We strike up a conversation or you strike
when
up
I
a
say we, delete the W and put an M there, okay?
Okay. Because it's funny that you were talking at the airport. We strike up a conversation.
I'm trying not to.
But after 20 fucking years, when you and I go somewhere, it's like, yeah, I'll be there. Motherfucker, what am I?
That don't fucking happen no more.
It does happen. It
does
happens
not.
all the time after 20 fucking years. But one time at an airport, it's we're striking a conversation.
I just need you to understand when it comes to you and I, when I say I mean we.
Well, I know.
Do I have to say June and I or we? I mean, I didn't know.
I mean, I do.
I didn't know I was hurting your fucking
me going
feelings.
somewhere, then it's like I will be there. If you and I are going, we will be there. Always from day one.
I mean, it sounds like you might be upset.
I might be a little judgmental.
Okay.
Yes.
Putting that to bed.
Okay.
All right.
We're done with that.
We're done with that. Okay.
Done with that.
So I strike up a conversation with the dude to my left, and we get to talking, and he's from Canada, and we're just having, we blame Canada for everything.
Yes, with the little flap head. Anyway,
but I have like a whole bunch of foreign currency, right, from people. So I asked him for 20 Canadian. Mm-hmm. We swapped 20 American for 20 Canadian. He got the better end of the deal.
Okay, I was going to say, what is the
he got the better end of the deal, but I got a conversation starter, right?
Okay.
Get done there. We go to, they have slot machines in Vegas Airport.
I would, yes, I think so.
But they have
We've
this
been
one
there,
area.
but-
They have this one area where it's
Mhm.
a smoking section for casinos, and one of the bubblegum wrapper guys smokes. So we
Okay.
went there.
Hey, dude, you my people. Okay, so anyway.
So we went there.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there and they're playing the slot machines. I'm like, yeah, I'm not, because I know how that goes. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go get $100. I'm in Vegas, right?
Exactly.
Go to the
You're in
ATM.
Vegas.
Go to
Yes.
the ATM, spend $20 to get 100 out. You know how it is in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Go in there, slap in the first 20, lose it. Slap in the second 20, lose it. I'm down. I put in my last 20.
See, you should have put it all in at one time.
Well, no, I get you, but we were having the conversation about the max bet, because that's what I do, max bet.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So max bet, and I was just going through it. Well, I get down to the last roll, and I hit it. I hit the fucking jackpot.
Woo!
Yeah, but this jackpot's the one you have to pick, right? You remember the little devil wheel of fortune at WinStar when we go up there? Anyway, neither here nor there. I win a $40. I actually win more than $40 because I put in 100 and took out 140. And that was just what I felt was God's way of saying, go have some more alcohol.
I mean, yes, that was your beer money.
So we get
right
done there and we walk down and we find this restaurant with a bar in it. So we come in there and sit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to sit away from people, okay? Because I know listen to me. I know how I am, and
very talky.
Maybe some people that I'm with may not like that, right?
They feel you should have a conversation with them and not be talking to everybody else all up.
Or
in
maybe
there.
just some people don't like that I talk to fucking just random people.
I mean, it is possible.
But we're sitting there, and this trademark. And this lady comes and sits down.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad looking woman.
Okay.
Professionally dressed.
Nice.
It's airport, so
right.
She said something where I said, I can't remember what triggered it, okay?
Her setting down and breathing.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay. Could be.
But I said something and you could tell it kind of pissed her off, right? Like, strangers talking to me at the airport. Well,
you probably asked her if she was scared of stranger danger.
No.
And she's like, oh, get away from me.
But in my mind, that's basically when somebody does that, they're trying to be like, hint to you, leave me alone. But my body is like, game on, challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted, yes.
And so we start having this conversation. Turns out she's close. She lives really close to here. And that's kind of where we got on, because she's like, well, what neighborhood you live in? And I told her, and she's like, oh, that's ghetto. I'm like, bitch, no, not my neighborhood.
No.
I mean, maybe across the street in that neighborhood, but not my neighborhood.
Right.
We got onto this conversation, and I don't know why I do the things I do sometimes.
I don't either.
But of course, I bring you up, right? And she brings up that she was married for 20 years, divorced, and now back with the same guy again.
Oh, yeah.
I told her you would say that. I told her you would say that.
I can't. First of all, we're divorced for a reason. Whatever reason, however slight that reason could be, it's a divorce separation for a reason.
For
Done.
a reason.
Yes, for a reason.
But people can grow and maybe get better and you can come back.
I mean, that chance is always there, but I doubt it.
God.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll have to test that theory someday.
You don't want to test me.
I'm going to test you.
You don't want to test me.
Going to.
Okay. Then you better.
So we're talking to a
for
random,
sure have a place to live.
Yeah, I do. Right here.
Not gonna be here.
Right here.
Okay, then I will move.
Bye, Felicia.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm taking a trailer.
Bitch, you can't take it all.
I gotta have a place to live. Gotta have a place to live.
Rent someplace.
Yeah, I'm renting the trailer.
You would not.
Okay.
Number one, your fucking truck won't tow it. So how about that?
Yeah, it will.
You're right. It will. Whether it gets there or not.
It's okay. It's okay. Anyway.
So I have this conversation with this lady, right?
Yes.
And somehow it gets on to like men and women's roles. And, because I told her, I said, look, I don't got time to like look up GPS and find out where your fucking spot is or map it out. Give me some fucking direction. Get there. So we get there, right? As a guy, as a man, right? I don't feel it's my responsibility hunt and peck and try to figure you out. You can stop. And I mean, this is being hypothetical. I'm not trying to fuck this chick. Okay. Just letting you know, I can see your face, but I'm not. No, I got it.
No,
it was all just in conversation, right?
I know.
Okay.
Because I know how you are.
But your face said something else. Is all I'm telling you. Okay.
No.
Them eyes. It was them eyes.
No. We're good.
But she's like, oh no, it's your responsibility. I'm like, fuck that. I ain't got that much time. Draw a map. That's all I need. Draw a map. I'll learn how to fucking follow directions, right? And then one of the guys I was with, she turned away. He goes, I wonder if they're real. I'm like, give me a minute. Oh yeah. And so I asked, right? I just bust right out. I'm like, you pay for them?
Are they real?
I was like, you pay for them? She goes, yes, I did. Good for her, right?
Good. Yeah, good for her.
Confident, but
heck yeah.
I guess my thing is the whole talking to strangers like that. I mean, would you ever do that? I don't think I've ever seen you just.
I really don't. And in fact, the sad thing is,
and even getting that in depth in that conversation.
Oh, I
right?
definitely would never.
Do you ever think I cross fucking lines?
Do I think
Yes.
from day one you've crossed lines talking to other people from day one.
From day one.
So now it doesn't bother me a bit because you've been like that from day one. Me, I can honestly say I probably wouldn't even get that in depth to people that we're around often.
Really?
I just, maybe I want some not anonymity. Some mystery about myself or about yourself. I don't want to know. I don't want to know how. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Telling people the fucking truth and everything.
Well,
I'm never going to see these people again. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
That's also another thing about you is when you talk to people, you can say the most off the wall bullshit
because
stuff.
Who fucking cares?
But you're so serious about it, you don't think twice about it. It just comes out as smooth as it's natural conversation with you, and nobody would ever know that you're filling them full of bullshit.
You know why? It doesn't matter if you believe it. It matters if I believe it.
If you believe it, then it's true.
That's right.
I get it.
Talk like you've been there. That's all I'm saying.
I can't. And if I do, I'm going to laugh right after that.
Why?
Somebody's going to know that I'm fucking lying because I don't lie well, apparently.
I bullshit with people all the fucking time.
You do. And I did one time. Was it you
No.
or somebody else? We were talking about something and I said something that was the most random bullshit ever. And they're like, really? I fucking started busting out laughing. I can't do it. So they knew I was lying right then. But I can't do it.
Yeah, you gotta sell it, though.
Whatever it was, they bought it. They were buying it. They were fixing to drive it off the lot. And then I laughed and they were like, you motherfucker. I can't even remember what it was, but it was a long time ago. Probably within the last 20 years, but I don't remember who it was with or what it was about. So
when she left, okay, so she had to go catch her plane. She left. And this other guy came and sat down in her spot.
In her spot. She warmed her spot up for him. Okay.
But this dude was wearing some kind of aviation hat. And so I started, he turns out it's a cool motherfucker. He flies stunt planes. Oh yeah, it was so badass, and we had such
How cool is
we
that?
had such a cool fucking conversation,
Did you
man,
get his
about World War
autograph?
II. No, I was going to.
You
but
should. I feel
I couldn't
people
unbutton the polo and get my tit out for him to sign.
Oh,
you know?
okay. I feel people like that if they say, "Oh,
I did follow him on
stunt
Instagram,
driver or whatever." I feel that they want to be recognized as well, just like the actors or whatever, because they're putting themselves in jeopardy. So, I mean, if I ever met anybody like that, I would probably ask for their autograph just because I can say, well, so-and-so that did this for the A-team, then,
The red plane is the one he flies.
There's two red planes.
The one in the middle.
Oh, okay. I'm like, there's two red planes, or maybe I've been drinking.
I don't know if he wants it on here or not, but I mean, I would show the picture. See him flying upside down?
Well, that's cool. cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. That's
Look at
awesome.
that. Look. See?
Wow. That's really cool.
That is cool. And I
That
would
is
show it on
really,
here,
really
but I
cool.
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
don't do
right?
that. No.
But so we had a conversation. Then I go to get on the airplane.
Wait, now I can say that you probably had a good in-depth conversation with this guy because
Very in-depth.
you know a little about
That's
a
what
lot.
he said. That's what he said. Because we were talking about so it got on to, because I told him, Kavanaugh, and he's from this area, so he knows where the Kavanaugh Flight Museum is. And I told him I get to fly in the T6, and he was cool. So we got on some conversations about some airplanes, and he was surprised I knew what I knew.
Right.
But
You're a big history
World War
buff
II aviation
and-
is one of my favorite topics. And so we actually had a great conversation, right?
Yes.
Get on the airplane.
Okay.
Board the airplane. I am aisle row right across from the bathroom.
Okay.
All
right.
So I figured this is a great time for me to finish watching Beetlejuice, right? Because I could watch it on the airplane. Not as good as you think it was. But it had some laughable moments.
I've heard that.
Okay.
That it's definitely not as good as the first one. And I mean, is it streaming somewhere?
On the airplane.
On the airplane.
On the airplane.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll have to fly somewhere next week.
Yeah, you might have to just to watch it.
Just to watch it, But what's the longest flight?
You can
that will
definitely
cover this
tell
movie?
that Elfman did the music, right?
Okay.
But so I'm sitting there, I'm watching that, and two people in to go into the bathroom, somebody breaks the fucking door.
Oh no.
So now it won't open.
Okay.
And here I am with fucking sitting here, people trying to get in there. They see it's closed. The stewardess, flight attendant closed it and locked it from the outside where it said occupied. Okay. So people would come and just stand there and wait. And I felt bad that people were waiting. And
because they got to go. So they think whoever's in there is going to be out soon.
Right.
And, I mean, I get it.
So about the first 25 fucking people,
Isn't it amazing how many people have to go to the bathroom on a fucking airplane?
Here's the amazing part, okay? This is where the amazing part is. I am sitting aisle fucking row right across from the bathroom. And then when I tell people there's nobody in there, the door's broken, guess what their first fucking instinct is?
Try to open
the fucking door.
Yeah.
Right?
People are dumb.
Push and push and push. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And so the lady sitting next to me in the middle row, middle seat, we started having a conversation about it, about how fucking dumb people are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this was the first 25 fucking people would still continually try to open the door.
Yeah. Broken, bitch. What do you not understand? Broken.
And it wasn't until the flight was almost over that I got my very first, oh, thank you. And they walked straight to the back.
Nice.
Wow. But somebody who is sitting right across from the fucking bathroom, who has observed the bathroom not function in the proper way a bathroom should function, is trying to warn you so you just don't stand there and look like a fucking idiot, but yet you still try to push and push and push the door open.
Maybe you didn't have your believable face on.
Is there any reason to doubt a stranger? You think any reasonable person would just I get where you're going, okay?
Yes.
I get it.
Do I think? Yes, I do.
Are there people out there that would do that? Yes.
Absolutely.
Am I going to be that guy while you're standing there?
It's possible.
Look, I was in do the right thing mode, okay?
Oh, okay.
Not fuck with the strangers mode.
Okay.
Right? I get it. I know where you're coming from. I understand, okay? But it really, the guy sitting directly across from the fucking bathroom tells you the door is broken and there's nobody in there, but yet you don't believe him.
Because there's not a sign on it. It just says occupied.
That's what the lady next to me said. That we should have put a fucking sign on it.
Should have put a sign that said broken.
Should have put a sign on it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's a song, but.
Well, I mean, I think you're, but no. A sign, no. Yeah. So the flight attendant probably should have just put a sticky Post-it note.
But would people have listened in?
No, they probably. I
wouldn't.
guarantee you,
They would
out of
still
the
try to open
20,
it.
out of the 20 that tried to push it, there would have been probably at least 18.
18.
Yes,
That's where I was
that
going.
still tried to push it, but I mean, 2 would have. Oh, okay, it's broke. But yeah, it probably wouldn't have helped any more than you telling them it was broke.
Well, thanks for being part of this Trailer Park Show.
Yeah. Are we done?
I think so. You have
Well,
anything else? Well, you're yawning. We're
shit.
done. We
Well,
are done. You're like
done.
bedtime. But
hey,
I love
some
you.
people work.
Yeah, they do. I
Yeah.
love you.
I love you too.
Hey, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at meandmrsalwaysright@gmail.com. All complaints go to Trevor the intern.
Yes, you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube.
And to help support this podcast by becoming a member of Patreon at patreon.com/meandmrsalwaysright. There you'll get pre and post show content right along with unedited episodes. And if you have any audio or video needs, contact Roadcat Media at roadcatmedia@gmail.com. There they can help you with audio and video needs. What the fuck was that?
I was yawning.
Again?
No, I don't know. Just-
All right. Well, I'll let you go to bed. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I love you, baby.
Well, I love you too, honey.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Merle.
I love Merle.
I know.
Aw.